Welcome back. This is our next episode of the Fibro series where I'm going to ask the question, are we getting enough sleep? Sleep is a massive component in connection with our struggles overall because it's kind of like a vicious cycle. If you don't get enough sleep, it impacts your ability to function during the day. Just want to do a little bit of an explorative discussion around sleep. This was quite a hard one for me to prepare for, especially because I was a UX UI designer for a health app where we did a lot of sleep studies. We looked into fitness, the amount of oxygen traveling through your blood when you exercise, VO2 max, heart health. One of the things that was really interesting was the sleep studies we conducted. That is where I learned a lot about sleep. At the time, I didn't have as much issues as I do now in terms of how much my sleep actually impacts me. It was when I've had the surgeries that after that phase of my life, which is about 5 or 6 years ago, my sleep has been continuously disrupted. I've always struggled to get a good night's sleep, and I'm just going to dig into a little bit more detail. What is a good night's sleep? What are the targets we should aim for? What are little things that we can do to potentially improve our quality of sleep? So let's cover that. A lack of good quality sleep can have a significant impact on your overall well-being, your health. Then again, unhappiness and stress can all be leading causes that causes you to sleep badly. These things can cause your pain to increase and as a result make you feel more stressed. If you just figure out how to get better quality sleep, this is something that could potentially help alleviate some of your symptoms. So I look at my app, and when I sleep, I track my sleep with my fitness watch. There are 4 stages. You've got your awake stage, you've got your REM, your light, and your deep sleep. Your awake it's a certain amount of movement. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're alert. It just means that you're not in a rested state. Then your REM stage, I think it's like an hour or 2 before you start to wake up. That is where you normally dream. It's rapid eye movement. It's almost like the brain's way of defragging. I don't know if you remember like the old computers. I don't know if this is still a thing. By defragging, it would just organize things a little bit better to optimize space, to make your computer run more efficiently. So that is what REM does as well, so that your brain can function more optimally and you're just able to have a better recovered sleep. Then you've got light sleep. That's quite usual that would be quite a high percentage. Deep sleep, that is where your recovery happens. Your muscular, your nerves and all those things recover. And when you've got fibromyalgia, it's oftentimes our deep sleep that is very heavily impacted, and we're awake more frequently throughout the night. We don't tend to have necessarily a lot of REM. Those are the 4 main stages of sleep that it gets divided into. When you don't sleep enough, your body is not able to repair the muscles, repair the nerves, repair all the tissues, and do all the repairing bits. Yeah, when you're exercising and trying to build muscle, getting a healthy amount of sleep as well as staying hydrated, that tends to help you get stronger and more toned, as it were. So I consider deep sleep to be the most valuable part of sleep, repairing and restoring the functions that are necessary to feel your best each day. Getting enough deep sleep helps the brain and body prepare to take on new information and adapt to new environments. That's the defragging bit that I was talking about, as well as just the body being able to repair itself. So here I'm sharing with you my little nightstand of goodies. I typically have this Arnica ice gel. It's just like this blue gel, man. It's very liquidy. The nice thing about this, it's like pre and post workout rub for all muscles, aches and pains. Because of fibromyalgia, you sometimes have like a muscle spasm when you go to bed. I get really bad hip, glute pain, especially through the legs, sometimes into my foot, low back. So this is pretty good. Then CBD oil drops. This you can just buy, I want to say over the counter. I mean, I'm in the UK and I can order this online, and I just take the measurement that they suggest about like half an hour before I go to bed. I actually am more able to hit that range that is considered a healthy amount of deep sleep when I do some CBD oils. It does help to like relax the body on like a muscular level, and I think it just helps with some of the spasms as well. So I really have found that this works really well for me. Then the other thing I do is I've got these little earplugs that I use. Sometimes I find that I get quite impacted by noises, and it could be something as silly as beagles have separation anxiety, so he sleeps in the room with us, and oftentimes he's quite restless through the night. I have a cat that brings in a little special treat in the middle of the night that they want to show you. All those little things can really impact my sleep quite heavily. Something else I also do, a rain combined with brown noise really softly, so it sounds like it's actually raining outside. If it doesn't sound authentic, it also bothers me. But I found that having the undertone of the brown noise really helps to just like give my brain like a trance that it goes into, and that makes a bit of a difference. The final one I would say is when I did my sleep studies and we found that light had a massive impact on the brain. Try and have your room as dark as you can possibly have it. It allows the chemicals in your brain to change that induces a sleep stage. And then in winter, I rely on this guy. It's just a little sunrise alarm clock, mimic a sunrise. It releases a chemical in my brain, then my brain's actually able to wake me up. I rely a lot on light stimulation to wake up. That has really made a big difference. Those are my tips for you today. Let me know what you think of this video in the comments below, and also if you've not subscribed already, please consider doing so, and just let me know what content you find valuable so far on my channel, if you've seen any of my other videos as well. And yeah, that is today's episode, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.